Right, so we're on the rooftop. Thank you to my friend. I forgot your name, that's my bad. Thomas, thank you to Thomas for this lovely scenic rooftop we have for this little unfiltered video. And we're going to be talking about what living in London is like at uni while living at home. Because it's a bit of a stigma. I feel like people want the experience, and I wanted the experience as well, but I ended up just staying at home. And so did my good friend Martin. You've seen him plenty of times on the channel. How do you feel about that, Martin?
Yeah, so finally an appearance on the second channel. It's actually my first time. This guy fucking took ages. He only uses my looks for the shorts, but he doesn't actually think what I have to say is important. So that's why he doesn't put me in the long videos where there's actual conversations happening. But yeah, happy to be here. Hopefully you'll like the video and learn from this, so you'll be able to make a good decision for your future, because that's the objective of this video. So anyway, going to the actual question.
This guy! No way! No way!
Yeah, I'm taking over here. So anyway, going back to the question. So just to give you a bit of background. So basically, I'm currently in second year physics, studying physics at King's College, and I've been living both my first year and my second year at home, which is 1 hour train journey to my university on the Central Line. I'm not gonna specify the exact location because I know you fans will come and look for me, and I like to keep my privacy. And yeah, so going on from that, why don't you give some background, Hassan?
You didn't even answer the fucking question, mate.
We're building up to it. We don't
Background.
Get straight into
so, I think one of the biggest myths people have about when you live at home, when you don't live out in like student accommodation or private accommodation, is that you're gonna struggle to make friends. You're gonna miss out on like the party life. You're gonna miss out on a lot of stuff. And I think there is an element of that. Like if you really want to go out and you want to have that party lifestyle at uni, then I think really you do have to live out at student accommodation. If you really want that, then yeah. Now I've experienced that a little bit, not to the same extent that I would have if I lived out, but for me personally, I didn't see the hype in it. I wasn't that convinced. As long as I had a good social circle, I made some decent friends, I went out with them, that was the main part that was valuable for me. And I managed to get that whilst managing to, you know, not spend money on the rent. I still get my lovely mother's cooked food, which is just bon appetit, as they like to say in Italy. That's it, right? I said.
No, you don't.
Shut the fuck.
That's wrong. Bon appetit is enjoy your meal.
Shut up. All right, whatever. Back to what I was saying, which was very important. If you're not into that lifestyle, then you won't. I don't think you'll miss out much by living at home. And you may not be able to go out as much, and you know you can't really stay over, and you don't get those late nights with your friends as often because you have to go home. But I don't know. Like, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. If you are getting involved in societies, if you're the person who is sociable and you make an effort, you'll have a good time regardless. And I don't think it will be a massive deal, but that's just my take.
Yeah, but Katy, can you check the lighting? It's looking a bit dark.
It's calm, bro. Make it brighter.
Is it not dark?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, so thank you, Hassan. So yeah, so basically, the main thing you got to think about is the reason you're actually going to uni. Are you going there just to have fun with your friends, or are you going there to actually learn something? And one thing I realized during this degree is that what I just said, learning is not just going to happen through the lectures. The learning experience is actually learning from your own classmates. That's actually where I've learned the most, through my actual classmates. And living at home, you will not, obviously you're not going to be able to see them as much. For example, me, none of the people that I go to uni with live in my area that are doing the same course. So it's not easy to get in touch with them. But obviously with digitalization. You can talk to them on the phone and on WhatsApp. So you can actually talk to them, but obviously in person is much better. I still remember in first year, it was the hardest for me. The journeys were killing me. 1 hour on the train, I wanted to cry because it was really depressing because I had nothing to do.
Bro, depressing? What do you mean? Was that bad?
Yeah, I told you before. Hassan doesn't remember, but I told him I was gonna quit after a couple of months.
Yeah.
I was about to quit after 2 months into my degree, and one of the actual reasons was the traveling.
Economics some shit, right? You wanted to go to like finance or something.
No, that had nothing to do with it. It wasn't because originally I applied for economics, but I didn't get accepted. So I ended up doing physics, which was always I was always in between. And God told me economics was not the right one for me. And I ended up doing physics, which I am really happy now.
Sorry, you were talking about God, so I just had to split some bars.
Yeah, he split some bars apparently. And so yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so the first couple of months were really, really hard for me, the traveling. And it's something you just gotta get used to. We're living in London. When I was at high school, it's a bit embarrassing to say, but I was getting dropped to school every day, so I didn't really experience the getting to school journey. It was 10-minute drive basically, and now it was 1 hour just to get to university, and I felt that was such a waste of time compared to my other. I felt I was losing on the competition because I was thinking, oh, my other colleagues are able to spend that hour actually revising, and I'm sitting there on the train thinking, listening to music.
Who's revising in first year? What are you talking about, bro? Bro, who's revising in this guy, bro? You got an exam in 2 days. You spent the whole day filming today. This guy, bro.
All right, guys. Even though first year sets the foundations, I'll see how Hassan is gonna find second year, and we'll see who was right. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, but first year you don't have to work.
You don't have to work, but you have to set the foundations. If you don't have the foundation, you're gonna struggle next year.
Is it?
We'll see.
Hopefully it pops off. We can drop out, boys.
Yeah. By the way, Hassan never really wanted to do economics anyway, so it's different. But yeah. So I also wanted to add that. Be careful. We see Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, there's Hassan risking his life. I don't know if you guys realize, but we are on a rooftop and he just almost... Anyway, he's gonna be alright. So yeah. So here, are you guys coming in then? Katya, you...
There isn't much space for me.
What do you mean? Sit here. Take Hassan's place. Let her speak. Bro, let her speak for a bit. Katya, come in.
Fit it all in. We can fit everyone in.
If it sounds bad, can you like delete it?
Yeah. There's such a thing called editing nowadays. But should I move a bit to the left?
You can just sit here.
Like, it's kind of
I'll
sit
sit
in
in
the
the
frame.
middle.
You
I'll
can
sit
sit
in the middle.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
We're a bit squeezed now. Okay, so here we have the opposite point of view. So we have Katya, who's originally from Russia, and all right, that's all I know. That's all I know. All right, so she's not from Russia. She's from some other country around Slovakia, yeah.
Bit of a difference, bro.
A bit of a difference, yeah. But anyway, so we're gonna hear the opposite point of view. So she's actually moved out by herself, living by herself and her boyfriend, and no parents, very close to uni, 20-30 minutes away, every day in the library.
I don't really know what to say though.
So
How have you found living out, like, as opposed to, because you're not living with your parents?
What's the difference?
Transition.
To like being by
And
yourself now,
keep-
independent.
Hold the microphone from the bottom.
I don't know, because I've been living by myself since I was like 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
Because I went to boarding school, so like I don't actually remember what it's like to living with my parents. So there wasn't much of a transition, except that I had to start paying my own bills, and kind of like that's pretty much it. I don't know.
So you don't remember when you were still living with your parents?
Not really. I was kind of like a kid, and Plus, like, I don't really like. I don't know. I feel like that's like a bad example like to take of me because like both my parents always worked. So like even when I was like a kid, I didn't see them much. I had like nannies and stuff, and then I moved here when I was 14. So like I've never had like a proper like family experience.
But what about
You moved here at 14, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I moved to England when I was 14, so I never like had this experience like you said, like oh your mom's cooked food. I don't think there's been a single time when my mom cooked food. So
what about the fact that you live closer to uni? How do you find that living so close compared to, imagine if you were living 1 hour away, how would you feel? Like,
I think it really depends on what, I don't know, it really depends on what you want to do at uni. If you want to party, then of course it's much better to be close by so you can always like, you know, go out any day of the week for however long you want to be out. But if you're actually studying and you don't actually go out other than Friday or Saturday, which is what I do right now, it doesn't make much of a difference because, you know, half an hour less on the tube, that's pretty much it.
So you've been living here out student accommodation. Do you think the party life, you know, is that worth it in London? Is it good? How have you found it? Is it overrated? Is it underrated? What's your take on that?
I think party life in London is kind of, I think, as good as it gets. You can kind of find like pretty much anything. You can go house parties, clubs, any kind of clubs, like accommodation parties. I think if you're really into partying, like you will find something good. And I had quite a lot of partying in the first year, which I think was really fun. Yeah, I think it's quite good.
what, do you have any highlights, the best party you've ever been to?
Oh, something's there. Look, she's smiling. She remembered something.
I don't know,
Maybe,
just like,
maybe the party where you met 𝐡𝐴ZO, your current boyfriend?
oh yeah, no, that was quite a shit party to be fair.
Was it because of 𝐡𝐴ZO?
What do you mean?
Was it a shit party
They have
because-
no idea who 𝐡𝐴ZO is.
Oh,
You said
basically
he's
that's
her boyfriend.
that's
now
my
it's very
boyfriend
clear.
Thomas.
𝐡𝐴ZO, can you say hello to the camera?
No, he's not gonna do that.
𝐡𝐴ZO is shy.
No, it was like I think it's like this. That's the thing in London. Like, you can go to something really good or really something bad. No, I'm running out of coat here.
Pull the
That's good. Yeah. I was getting out of shot. Okay, this is perfect. We're all in shot.
The party I met him at, it was somewhere really far away. It was like 45 minutes by tube, but like some East London was some like shitty ass house.
Probably where I live.
Yeah, probably. And
I live there as well, mate.
there were some like really old people. There was like this like 40-year-old bald Hungarian guy, and he was scaring everybody off. So like we kind of left at like I think 12. That's it. That was quite a shit party. I can't think of like a good party. What's your favorite party? Like, what's your best party so far?
What about you?
Oh.
What party?
I think my best night out has been. It wasn't even this year. It was last year. So when I took my gap year, I was doing like student parties and I was going out a bit. It's probably when I went ministry, and it was when my favorite artist was performing, Millennium at the time, and that shit was good. I mean, because I liked the music a lot that night, and overall the night was good. But I realized that after that point, if I don't actually like have a reason to go out, like if I'm going just for the sake of it, there's no real purpose. I went because my artist was playing. That's the reason I went out that night. If that wasn't there, I think just an average night out is just kind of mid. I'd rather just, you know, go out with the boys and make a banger. Like, you know what? Should we get the fucking rooftop? We need to get more rooftops, bro. Do you have all the hookups on rooftop? Actually, let's not expose you right here. That's probably not a good idea for your CV.
Yeah, no, don't say that.
Okay, we're not gonna. They haven't got your full name.
We're not living. This is
not a roof. This is actually a green screen. This is not real.
Yeah.
It looks really real though. It's new high-tech
I
gear.
have two things about to say. Like, first about clubbing, I think ministry is so rubbish. I've been there once.
Oh, yeah?
There hasn't been like anyone playing, but I think it was so. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
It was so shit because like everyone there was like 30 years old.
The delivery.
Everyone there was like 30 years old. The music was kind of like just boring.
That sounds pretty shit.
Yeah, that ministry was horrible. I really like Heaven, which is like it's somewhere around it's at Embankment, and it's like a gay club, and it's like the biggest gay club in like the whole of Europe or something, I think. And like even not as a gay club, it's like really really good, and they have like the gay music and everything like for the girlies. So like when we go out with the girls, I think that's like the best place to go. And with the house parties, I feel like if you go to like somebody else's house party, it's like a 50-50 chance that it's going to be either absolutely rubbish or like really really fun. But I think the best house parties is the ones that you throw yourself, because you can invite like all your friends, like all your girlfriends, and kind of just like have the best time. You pick the
Invite all your
music.
girlfriends and make camera. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, finally my first party is gonna be at Katya's house this 19th. I finally made it, boys. Let's go.
Okay, we're getting very off topic.
Okay.
That sounds
I
so
just wanna-
sad.
I
My
went-
first party is going to be in second year of uni.
All right, yeah. No, I was joking, by the way, guys. I'll talk you through my the last party I went to a month ago in London, and it was at 𝐥𝐢𝐟𝐞. Is that how you say it?
I think so. 𝐥𝐢𝐟𝐞.
Yeah, 𝐥𝐢𝐟𝐞.
Please don't step on the
And
floor.
yeah, wait, Hassan, because this story is quite funny. So make sure you come back, and I'll start saying it. But Tomaso, come in, man. Why not?
He's very shy.
How's the lighting?
See, it's got brighter now.
Come, the story is quite funny. I don't even know if I told you this story before. Alright, anyway, so going back to this part, I was talking about the last party I went to. It's not really a party, it was more like a disco, so 𝐥𝐢𝐟𝐞. And so basically, just to give you some background, so I had my friends, two of my best friends from Italy coming to visit. Alessandro, who's actually a very good fan. Hassan knows it, always in the comment section.
That was one comment, bro.
No, he's always in the comment section. And Andrea, another good friend of mine. And we went to this party in 𝐥𝐢𝐟𝐞, right? Actually, my Alessandro didn't come because he's a little pussy and he wanted to go to sleep and talk to his girlfriend on the phone. Fuck you. You're probably gonna be watching this video.
PG friendly. Okay, not PG friendly.
No, PG friendly.
It's like PG 15 and a half.
Yeah, fuck you then. And so it was just me and Andrea, right? Andrea is quite an old-fashioned guy. I just wanted to put that out there. So I found it was Friday afternoon. We were trying to find some tickets for Friday the same night. So quite a lot of stuff had ran out, and otherwise it would have been too expensive. So we found this 𝐥𝐢𝐟𝐞. I skimmed through really quickly. It looked good, lovely. We went there. We got ready. We went there a bit tipsy. We were ready to roll. So we get there quite early. Let's say 10 p.m. ish, and obviously my first time going there, I'm like excited. Let's go. Bouncers let us in. Ooh, we made it even though we're drunk. Nice. Obviously we didn't take any hard drugs. Don't do drugs, guys.
What is this video?
Bro, I'm getting the good piece. Sit down, bro, please.
Have you done hard drugs? Go on, say on.
No, I didn't do hard drugs. And where was it? See, you lost me. I was about to get to the good part. So we stayed a bit at the top. So I found out 𝐥𝐢𝐟𝐞 is split into two floors. So you got the top floor and the bottom floor. So we stayed for most of the time on the top floor at the start, and we were chilling, dancing quite a lot. It was quite an open club. There was loads of ethnicity, loads of different LGBTQ stuff. It was very well mixed. I was like, nice, this is very London, And then, so we decided to then go to the room downstairs. This is where the good stuff, not the good stuff, but where the interesting stuff happens. So we get down there and we see there's loads of smoke, it's like that kind of vibe, smoky, techno, tunts. And so we make our way into this. It's flooded with people, and we start seeing these 4 people dancing on the stage, and we're like, oh damn, that's good, people dancing when we go there. And as we get used to the smoke in our eyes, we start clearing up, and we start seeing these some of these people dancing on the stage. Was 4 of them actually had short hair, and I'm like, oh nice. Like I don't mind girls with short hair, so I was like, oh, they look nice. So obviously I assumed they were girls, and then so I move a bit closer, like while dancing. I start to focus my sight. And I started seeing some weird shapes popping out because they were wearing costumes, right? I started seeing some weird shapes popping out of their costumes, and I'm getting a bit confused. I'm like, now this girl's some bush down there. And I'm like, how's it happening that they got so much stuff down there? And I'm like, and I'm start to thinking, are these actually girls? I look into my friend, and he's as confused as me. So we get closer and closer, and probably we ended up realizing out of those 4 people dancing, there were no girls. It was just men who looked like girls. Yeah, that's the end of the story, and that's why I'm never gonna go party again.
That's getting cut out.
Haram, haram.
The way it is, boys.
Were they like trans or were they just like dressed?
It was
Were they like trans or like drag queens?
So I feel like it's a bit hard to draw the line.
Oh jeez, he's gonna die. Sorry. Also, I'm getting kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna go in a second.
It's a bit hard to draw the line, but I feel like they were trans. They were taking hormones to grow the boobies.
But they were still more buff than you are.
Sorry?
But they were still more buff than you are.
More what?
Buff?
What's
I don't
that
know.
mean?
What, like jacked? What do you call
Like
it?
muscly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Muscly.
quite. They weren't massive. They were like slim. I didn't look at them much.
Because you said there were many shapes under those dresses.
Looks like my video's been taken over by Martin and Katiana.
Ekaterina.
Katerina.
Ekaterina.
That's it,
It's
right?
Katia, Katia.
Katia.
What's your name?
Hassan.
Hassan.
You're going on my second channel for the boys.
For the boys.
For the boys.
Yeah. So
It's
next time,
like a solid like 95% male.
so next time you choose where to go a party, make sure there's no male strippers. No, there's nothing.
That's a bit of you, yeah. That's a bit of you,
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Nah, that's very haram. That's very
There's
bad.
nothing wrong with that.
That's very
It was
haram.
there was actually good
Would you ever
vibes.
go to a gay club?
I actually got with a girl there. If it was a girl.
It was not a girl. I think we're gonna leave that there. I think that wraps this up.
Okay. So you wouldn't go to a gay club?
Would I go to a gay club? No.
Why?
I just don't feel like it. I just don't really fancy it. You know what I'm saying?
It's such vibes though. But I think that's kind of like the point that like guys like you wouldn't go there and you can like go in and they're like no like straight men, so you're not like, you know, it's like safe environment.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the point, like the girlies and the gays.
They don't want me there.
No, I think it's like we do. Like I always want to like bring my boyfriend Tomasz, but he walked in and the first 2 minutes in there, he had like a girl and a boy hit on him, so he kind of left. Yeah. It's quite like a.
You know what?
unsafe environment
I
for
think
me.
I'm gonna give the gay club a hard no.
I think you should go though. I think he just had one better.
Maybe you can convince me, but I think for the time being, as of 2023 May, almost 20 years old, I think that's a no.
Well, you keep going. This ain't no ASMR video.
Can I?
This ain't no ASMR video.
Okay, okay, we're cutting. That's
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna go because I want to have dinner.
Okay, bro, how are we gonna wrap this up?
Are you gonna be able to? Like,
What else was?
Stay here. We're gonna wrap this up. It's almost finished. What else we
Okay.
gonna say?
I think we're done, bro. I can't lie.
So as
I
a
don't think
summary,
we've
no,
done
we
anything,
need
like,
to
appropriate.
summarize.
Okay, summarize. Go summarize, bro.
Alright, I'm gonna summarize.
Okay, I'm gonna summarize. So to summarize, gay clubs I would not go to. Do not participate with male strippers. Not a great idea either. Also, if you want a social life but you don't want a party life, I think living at home is fine. You're gonna be fine. You're still gonna get a lot. If you want to make friends, you just have to get involved, and you can't be passive. Like I think this is really important, right? I feel like these kind of unis, if you just expect people to come to you, a lot of the time that may not happen. You have to. This is my experience. I have to instigate a lot, which I'm fine with. I instigate interactions, and then I've built up a lot of friends from that. But if you're passive and you expect things to just come to you, then it's not gonna happen. You have to be a bit more assertive, and you'll get what you want. So yeah, I think overall it's just calm. I'm chilling, bro. Commuting is kind of annoying, but I'm only going in like once a week, twice a week, to be honest.
Yeah,
so,
this guy skips lectures, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't do like Hassan does. I won't lie. If you guys want to do well in a degree, go to your lectures because.
Don't go to your lectures. They're
What
online
was
now,
your-
bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
What kind of message are you trying to give to
For
your
the first
fans?
year, bro. Because, bro, all the guys who watch this want to like escape the 9 to 5 and make money online. So that's my audience.
Then why go
Guys.
to uni to waste the money then?
Exactly,
telling you.
bro. Because we have Asian parents. Let's go. Let's go. We have brown
One
parents.
thing I want to say, what time does Tube open in the morning?
Like 6, 5:30, 5, 5, 5.
5:30, no? Like it opens quite early. I think if you go party, like chances are you might be able to just get a Tube at like 5
you want to
a.m.
get the next day train back?
Yeah,
No
Yeah, I wanted to do that once. I wanted.
I think like
That was my plan. Last time I went to a proper club. No, it was the one. Like one of the times I went to a proper club in Somerset House. There was a stabbing outside, and we had to run back home. So.
Okay. I think that's a wrap. I think that's a wrap.
And no, I wanted to summarize as well. So I just wanted to say, if you guys want to do what you agreed, go to your lectures. If you guys want to party, go outside London. I'm telling you, the parties outside London are much, much better.
bullshit.
Have you gone to ones outside London?
Yeah. I've been to school here. Like I've been like to like clubs and like pubs outside London.
I'm
They're
not
all
saying
rubbish.
I'm not saying outside London in the skirts of London. I'm saying outside another city.
Yeah, no. I used to live in
Bram, what's this guy
Birmingham.
talking about?
Brum.
You know, like
That-
Birmingham and, like,
that doesn't
Hemel
exist.
Hempstead?
Birmingham.
Not Birmingham.
Is there a
Berkhamsted and,
slang?
like, Hemel
Brum is
Hempstead.
Birmingham, yeah.
Berkhamsted and like Hemel Hempstead, I think Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire.
Yeah, Sheffield.
Yeah, like
I've never been outside
Just
London, but I
outside
just
London.
I'm
know.
gonna cut it, bro.
So yeah, just to summarize, Roast, sit back
I
down.
need to. Okay. Chop, bro.
Yeah, so I wanna just say, whatever you guys do, it doesn't matter at the end of the day as long as you put in the effort, especially when you don't feel like it. Can you
should I
summarize?
like drop it?
No,
yeah,
let's not do that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
yeah.
dirty.
Do that, do that.
You're such a
Are we
pussy.
done? Are we good? Are we chill?
I don't really have anything to summarize, but my point is, even if you're like a big party animal, tube opens at 5 a.m. Realistically, if you leave the party at 4, go to Mackey's and get a tube at 5, you can party just as good, even better than most people. Should I like now?
And we'll see the update from Katya's party.
In a bit. I have nothing to add.
Now, but let's do a proper finish and let's do a proper like
Like
last.
shake hands or something.
What
I'm
the
actually doing this.
This one.
In a bit.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
No, it's too dark for a thumbnail, mate. You know.
Maybe the bit about my very second child.
Oh shit. Okay, if that was electric, I would have died. I just walked into it. So.
Nice one.
Very nice.